those steals and forcing having those turnovers? Is it just effort, or is it more than that?
I would say probably some is effort and some is sloppiness on their part. You know, just like when any team has high turnovers, it's probably both.
Was there anything significant as far as a turning point after the beginning of the game? It seemed to start out like flat, fell down by so much, but then came back so quickly.
Yeah, I thought Deke was really good. You know, he's the guy we have to keep in there on anybody of any size. And I thought Juwan gave us a great spurt there in the first quarter to get us back in it. Well, it does to me. You know, I don't really know about anybody else, but to see how he's grinding through these games and these minutes against frontline players is inspiring, because if you think about it, last year we had some of the same. We were in a similar situation, and he's played so much better this year, which is a huge part of why we're better this year with Yao out.
Is that also true about a couple other guys, maybe Juwan and Rafer, how they played? Juwan played really well last year.
I thought Juwan and Rafer basically played well last year. I think the three things, McGrady physically better and mentally better, Shane's addition, and Dikembe. And then I think everybody else obviously is doing their thing, but I think they did that pretty well last year.
You talked about Fonzie and Snyder both being sort of in the same spot in rotation. With Kirk gave you tonight, is there any inclination to try to get him in there more, even if Fonzie's back?
Well, I don't think I would judge off one, like I wouldn't judge Kirk totally off the Dallas game, nor tonight. So I'm not going to hop on or off anyone's bandwagon over one game. I know this, we're not going to play them both at the same time. I mean in the game at the same time, in the rotation at the same time. It becomes too muddled. Yeah, no one believes us. Last year it had nothing to do with. Everyone wants to make this an intangible thing, you know, and we had great intangibles last year. We did. When Yao was out and McGrady was out, we went down to Charlotte with one of the most intangibly inspiring performances I've ever been a part of, and we lost in double overtime. The difference this year is we're better. Dikembe's played better. Shane, despite modest numbers, has a huge impact on the bottom line of winning. And like I said, although Mac wasn't good tonight, he's been very good in a far different place. Mentally and physically, and we've had enough help from, you know, Kirk for a few games has given us some you know, pretty good stuff, and Bonzi for a couple games has given us some pretty good stuff. So we've had some you know, addition things, and I think on top of that, we do have the intangibles. You know, most nights. Some nights we're not tangible enough, though. We're gonna have to figure out with a slow team how we can try to negate the quickness and speed and size of the teams, of the great teams in this league, and we've had trouble doing that.
From a coaching standpoint, isn't this pretty personally satisfying to see it reconfigure itself like that?
Yeah, I like them a lot. I like what they. For the most part, how they go about their business. I I like how they're into the game on the bench, you know, much like a college-type atmosphere. I like how they genuinely seem to enjoy each other's successes instead of just getting into their own success. The group is a great group. It's a great group. Whether we can, and how many we win, or what goes on from here, I don't think it's going to change my feeling for the group. The group's a good group.
What happens when Yao comes back? Do you think you have to do it again?
Oh, I think I've enjoyed the the debate about disrupting our chemistry with Yao coming back. Believe me, we'll be fine. We'll be fine with the chemistry part. It's not going to be a chemistry part. It's going to be a game. It's going to be the tangibles. The tangible is one of the best things we've done offensively is we've cut down on our turnovers with Yao. Yao was a high turnover. When we played Yao, McGrady, Bonzi, 3 high turnover guys, that has really, really hurt, any type of that was our biggest nemesis offensively. And yet, I think when we had McGrady and Yao together, we were 14-6, so we were winning 70% of our games. A lot of those were on the road. So I'm not worried about the chemistry aspect. What'll be interesting to see is how people handle reduced minutes. And I'm not talking about Dikembe, but do we play 4 bigs and only 4 perimeters, which would shut out some people, or do we, and there's that to me could impact certain people, but I don't think it'll impact the chemistry we have. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I heard the question,
I know Matt would ask if he were here.
Yeah, well, it's really hard to do one of these without Matt over there. I think that question is hard to answer right now when you're looking at trying to predict future, what's going to happen down the line. I would say this: 32-18. At this moment, I believe we have like 4th, 5th, I don't know, best record in the league. And your record, you are what your record says you are, to a certain degree. The bigger question is, what do we do from here? Can we keep going for another month and a half without Yao? Or do we fall back to what everyone thought we would be, which is probably a sub 500 team without Yao? I think it's hard to really know that.
Nothing more.